Planning to settle in the US. When will you guys go back to Uganda? When are you visiting Massachusetts?
Alright guys, welcome back for part 2. Thanks for watching last week and following up to see the rest of this Q&A with us. We're going to continue with these questions that you guys have asked us on our Instagram.
Planning to settle in the US, guys. For now, we don't know where we are settling. The best answer is wherever God leads us, we are going. We are the Israelites, we shall just follow him.
Exactly.
Has he been to Uganda?
Yeah guys, I lived there for 2.5 years before we came to Switzerland, where we're studying now.
Does he have a brother? No, guys.
I have no brother.
Have a brother. What do you both do for a living? So
I am the communications manager for a nonprofit called Akisa Ministries in Uganda, and I'm working for them remotely now, but that's who I was working for 2.5 years before.
I'm currently a student, okay. A communication student. Any recommendation of a nice affordable accommodation in Uganda?
I mean, depends on your budget, but compared to Switzerland, everything is affordable in Uganda.
Yeah, but there's some nice cool places in Kampala, Uganda, anywhere. There are nice places.
Yeah, if you want a cheap place to stay in Jinja, you can go to base camp. It's more of like dorms, but it's somewhere where backpackers usually go. You can go whitewater rafting, there's a restaurant there. There's plenty of Airbnbs across Uganda and hotels in every major city. Any
activities that neither of you tried that you would like to do in the future? Like sports, arts, etc.
I'd like to go skydiving.
And also, guys, I would love to try sledging. I have not done it. But
if you're from the US, it's known as sledding. Yeah, we want to do that in Switzerland. There's a few places where you can go sledging. So
yeah, it would be fun. Okay.
But you go on those traditional like toboggans, if you've ever seen them, the wood ones with the metal frame underneath. So it's not like a sled, like a tube, which if you're from the US, you probably know what I'm talking about.
How difficult is it to get a study visa in Switzerland? I'm from London and my partner is Uganda. I think the best solution is to find her the London one because it's easier to get to UK than Switzerland.
Yeah, Switzerland's a very hard country to get into. We'll tell you that from experience.
Yeah, but as long as you have money on your account and an acceptance letter from the university, those are the most important things. If you check online, they will show you how much money, the least amount of money that you need to have on your account. So yeah, when will you guys go back to Uganda? Maybe soon, who knows?
We'd like to.
Yeah,
we'd like to go for the continuation of the PAS project. I mean, it's going on right now, but it would be cool for us to be there and see what's happening in person and gather some content to share with you guys. So yeah, we'd like to go, and then I go from time to time for my work. So we have no idea, no plans right now, but maybe in 2023.
Okay. Why are you two so cute, and when are you visiting Massachusetts?
Thank you. We'd like to go to the US, guys. It just hasn't been in the cards. You know, we have to go through the whole visa application process, and
then we have to study and then come back.
Yeah, it's just a busy time, life right now. So we'd like to, but just not right now.
Can Ash speak in Swahili since she's from East Africa? Guys, not all East Africans speak Swahili. In Uganda, we don't. 90% of Ugandans don't speak Swahili, or even 95.
Uko freshi lakini?
Si. Ujambo mwalimu?
Sawa sawa.
Asante sana. Do you face racism at some point? Again, racism is everywhere, guys, but it's the same as tribalism in Uganda. I always connect both of them. You know, we always pay much attention to racism, but then we forget that we are also racists of our own kind. Like in Uganda, we have colorism. If you're black, they will call you Kadugara, Manyabichi. If you are Munyankore, oh, Abanyankore, Muribwe, but Uganda. So we have our own tribalism in Uganda, which is also more like racism because just same different things. So it's everywhere. And I will always say everyone is a racist in a different way. So of course racism is there, but it's not. In Switzerland, it's different. You know, you won't know if it's racism or if it's just people not being friendly, but I've encountered a few, but it's not something.
Or if you're just because you're an outsider, period.
Yeah, it's not something I pay attention to. What is your tribe and where is your home in Uganda? I'm Nyankore Muhoro. So guys who call me Chiga now and then, I'm not. I am a Muhoro. I'm Nyankore Muhoro from Rokonjeri. How to gain self-love?
How to gain self-love?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Guys, it's really hard. To be honest, there's some things I won't preach here because I would be lying. I have hated myself growing up. We still have time, so let me talk about this. Why? Because I've been told I'm ugly growing up. I've been compared to beautiful people. I've been told I have a bad head. I've been told I have bad legs. I've been told everything. So if you grow up in such a society, why will you love yourself after knowing all these bad things? It's really hard, you know. But I have, for the 2 years I've spent here, trust me, something I've learned is to love myself, because something I've learned about here in the West, maybe people put themselves first. They love themselves and they will always tell you to love yourself. There is no one who will make you stand on the way to tell you you're ugly, or you won't even hear someone talking behind your back, oh, you're ugly, you know. And that makes you question actually where we grew up from. So in Uganda, self-love was something that was hard for me, and you also know, because I used to tell you every time you say I'm beautiful, I'm like, because it's not something I know. So I don't really know how to tell someone how to gain self-love. It's hard, I don't know how to. But I'm slowly now learning to love myself. Whether I'm ugly or not, I love myself the way I am right now. But I wouldn't tell you that a few years ago. So I don't know. I think for me it changed with him mostly. With him, you know, making me love myself more through words of, do they call them words of affirmation? Like telling me, oh no, that's not true, don't believe that. Like we need people like him in our lives to make us love ourselves more. Or like the people here. If you don't get such people around you, then it will be hard. Because I've had friends who will tell me, oh, I hate your voice. Before I met you, I thought you had such kind of voice, but now that I met you, I can't.
I think you have a wonderful voice.
You know, stuff.
You know, that's
like
one thing that people always said when we first started posting videos on TikTok. They were like, oh, this girl's voice is amazing. I could fall asleep to her voice.
Yeah, you see, we need people like him. If not, it's really hard to grow self-love. So I really don't know how to advise you. But guys, if you know how to gain self-love, just comment down below and tell. Because for me, I gained self-love through people. Through him, through being in such an environment and seeing how people treat each other. But if you're in Uganda, you won't see this. If you don't have a partner like him, you won't see this. If you don't have good friends, you won't see this, because most of the friends we have, they just compare ourselves to us. Oh, you got a nice dress. Oh my God, you don't look good in it. Or stuff like that. Body shaming, it's stuff we know in Uganda. You know, so yeah. I don't know, guys. Tell us how you gain self-love. What do you think? How did you gain self-love?
I don't know. Maybe I just call it a different name. I think of that as more of sense of self-worth, self-confidence. Something that's been very helpful for me is just listening to speakers or authors, like biographies of people who have accomplished a similar purpose that I want to reach, and just how they did it, and just the things that they told themselves, and just gathering a bunch of, like a quote book from people that I respect. When I focus on those messages, then I have a stronger sense of self-worth and self-confidence in my life. Good question.
Anyway, guys, thanks. That was the end. Thanks for watching and thanks for asking us. If you have any more questions, feel free to type them in the comment section. And yeah.
Thanks for watching, guys. We hope you have enjoyed getting to know us a little bit better, and we'll see you next time. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year again. Bye.
Bye.